What is up, my guys? Welcome back to Lord of Heroes. And wow, the music is really loud. I didn't even realize yet. I just put my headsets on. And I started the video. Oh my god, that was loud. That's better though. I'm pretty sure we're on the last stage of Arya, but I'm just gonna check. Yeah, just get. You know what? I could have done this off of video. I could have checked myself first and then started the recording. I didn't even think about that. You know what? Who cares? We'll check together. All for one and one for all. Turbo Commune is still recovering. Yeah, we did this. Yep. He got in contact with Vereen too, right? Yeah, he got talking about layer. Okay, yeah, we did this. Yep. Last stage, and then we get to go into the Valor Islands, and you get to meet one of my favorite characters. And I won't say it yet. Snyder and Sifford are my top 2 favorites, but you'll see another big favorite of mine. 6 the Empire's main base is neutralized, but the other bases they need to be dealt with. That is too bad. We did the other one.
終わったら喉を潤しに行くと約束してください。
Don't worry about the energy. Like I said in the previous video, I have a ton of alignment credits, like a lot. I do my raids every day, even now when the inevitable is about to happen. So we're actually good on energy. We're here. This is where they said the Empire was working to summon the Calamity. Knights, tell me if you see any sorts of machines or arcane symbols. I shall investigate the area.
Something smells foul in that direction. It's the remnants of the Empire. They appear to be continuing with their work. Okay, everyone, time to go home.
Who are you?
I'm here to send you little sheep back to where you came from.
Trying to cover a light. It's blinding me. They're not dead. Natalie, go for it. Good job. Verona Harbor Isola temporary command post. Bianca! Oh my god! Wait a minute! I didn't think we would see him yet! Wait! That's... Okay, sorry.
Bianca here to report, Madam President. Make it quick.
Our defensive lines at Lanaquilla are about to fall. We set up a command post at Bortellino and are gathering our forces there. Light of Da Vinci Bianca. The Empire's commander is thought to be Brandon Curse, who has been sighted once.
Brandon came all the way here. That scumbag. I heard he was colluding with the Empire, but never thought he'd attack Isola. That jerk. What about Ricardo?
Oh my god. He stationed himself in Ladas and is seizing Imperial transport ships.
Tell him to send us most of what he gets. Oh, and tell him not to mess up and sail outside our territory. We don't need him causing a situation.
I will take care of him. He may be stupid, but he can be quite useful.
You have to train him early. It'll make life easier later.
I will keep that in mind.
We should have warned him when he first brought those weirdos from the Far East to
Do we still not know their whereabouts? Didn't you assign Tails to them? Tails? Hollowed light bearer, still light Helga.
They said they disappeared like ghosts. So annoying. We've already got our hands full with the Empire as it is.
Oh, it's Firewalter. Heroic Firebrand.
That was my mistake, Madam President.
Whatever. It wasn't even your assignment. So how could it have been your fault?
Sorry, I can't read today for some reason.
Just get ready for battle. It's been a while for now. For you. Ah!
Yes, ma'am. Now, leave Brandon to me.
You sure?
Heh, you should know me well enough for now.
True. You should be able to do it.
Oh, don't worry so much. With the way he is right now, I doubt there's anyone who could defeat Walter. Even Athilim in his prime would have a tough time of it.
Alright, I trust you. Make sure that you destroy his soul vessel too. Better late than never that we set Ralikan's soul free.
Oh, that's gonna really crush him. Oh my god.
As you command, Madam President.
Byakuya, you ascertain the Empire's course and supply routes and pass that info to the front lines. Our forces are wearing thin, so tell them to take down ships but one by one.
Yes, Madam President.
Helga, you do what you do best. Go hunt down their commanders.
Leave it to me.
Show them what Icelands are made of.
Hey, Rosetta is cool. Rosanna's also one of my most favorites.
That's an eclipse, I just got it.
You know how it's like a dark shadow and a sun, and then it shows his dark horse and the phoenix thing. I think it represents them. Oh, cute. Oh, どう?
いや、まだその時ではない。
今この木を逃したら次はないかもしれないよ。
止めはせん。
じゃあ腕試しということで。腕試しで済めばいいのだが。
無茶はするな。
はい。機械よ。
I wonder what they're saying. At least there's some English dialogue. Who are they?
Please excuse the interruption. Identify yourself. I assume having your weapon drawn means you're here to fight.
Look at those clothes. You look like you're from the Far East. What are you doing here? Far East? The land said to be across the Great Straits?
That is correct. It seems you have business with us. What is it?
Nothing of particular import. We only wanted to see whether you were the one we're looking for.
Who are you looking for?
We will decide for ourselves. We would appreciate it if you showed up what you're capable of.
What? You want to fight?
How pompous! Do you even know who this is? It doesn't much matter. Not for now, at least.
You weren't giving it your all when you were fighting the Imperials earlier, were you? Best you prepare yourselves mentally. They don't seem to be open to conversation.
If we must fight, can we at least know the reason why? Tell us what you want.
That is very reasonable. What do you think, Byakko?
I don't know. I do not particularly want to give you a choice.
What?
We have to be sure to see. Even if we do eventually talk, it will only be after we reach our conclusion.
Don't be so stubborn. What are you gonna do if we really are the people you're looking for?
Well, think of that when the moment comes. There's no use talking. Knights, prepare for combat. Don't let your guard down.
Scion of Suzaku. I probably pronounced that wrong. I normally do. I have her in. I wanted to go summon for Water Aran too when she was out in the banners, but then like I saw some comments that could be like unlocked if I summoned for specific characters, so I just went for them. I mean, I know comments would have probably been unlocked for W Rand, but some specific ones I really wanted. I can't remember what they were. Well, I recorded all the comments, and I'll upload them to YouTube later. Now, the question is, will I upload them before I see you guys see this video, or after? Or way after? Well, actually, we get to see. Go 9 shine.
少し本気でいくか破滅だ
Oh, he actually killed Ian. It took a pretty good amount of health on Aran. Now let's see how long Aran can stay alive so we can see her ult. I don't think she has much time to live for. I think Natalie. Oh, Natalie! We don't even get to see her ult. Well, I'm pretty sure I showed that earlier before. You might have seen it.
Interesting.
What are you so happy about? We've done as you wanted, and now we're done.
That should be enough. You've exceeded my expectations. Admittedly, they were rather low.
Blech!
Just watch your tongue.
Are you satisfied, Byakko?
I am. We've seen all we're going to see.
I'd say he could be a good candidate.
I agree. I wonder what Genpu will think.
Hey, Byakko or whatever your name is, mind including us in the conversation?
Start with why you attacked us. Aha, I knew you were perceptive, but it turns out you're also impetuous. It's always refreshing to see the worst side of a person.
We're also seeing your worst side.
Ugh, you suck.
My name is Arrow. I am the Monarch of Avalon in the West. You've come from the Far East.
Correct.
I would appreciate it if you tell us why you approached us. Preferably with a little feigned mystique as possible.
Mystique was not my intention, although I do want to stay at an informational advantage. I do apologize for our discourtesy.
A leaf on the wind, Ian.
I am Ian from the Far East continent, Mir.
I am Aran from the same place,
Scion of Suzaku.
What brings you all this way?
Didn't he call you Byakko earlier? Did she say he or she?
That is only a title. I am the elect of Byakko, one of the 4 heavenly beasts.
Okay, so your name's Ian.
Sure, let us leave it at that for now.
Does that mean it is or isn't? Just stop asking. It'll only hurt your brain. My Highness did the talking.
Ian, Aran. It would be great if you tell us why you approach us now.
The key is what we seek. A key that will unstop the flow of this locked world.
Oh, yes. Unstop the flow of locked world. That sounds rather large in scale. Does this key have anything to do with us?
You can think of yourself as the candidate to be the key. Further investigation would still be required.
Then it would seem that you need us. Do you plan on kidnapping us?
Of course not. If you are the one we're looking for, we will respectfully ask for your cooperation.
You made a terrible first impression. You can't be hoping we'll be friends.
Ah, I have faith you'll be willing to overlook our first encounter. Even now, we're already making such pleasant conversation, are we not? No, we're not.
Don't push it, Byakko.
Tush.
I'm sorry. Allow me to apologize for him.
Aran, is it?
That's right. I'm Shizuku's elect. She's another one of the 4 heavenly beasts. Be careful, Highness. I think they're trying to play a good knight and bad knight. You know the good knight is more dangerous, right?
That's a strategy you used against Oswald. I heard you talking about another person too. Are they not going to show themselves?
You're a quick one, aren't you? Our other companion is quite cautious.
We should wait for you all to be here. Then, before we really start talking. As a small sign of trust. Aran.
That's the signal. We've been told to stop talking.
Your friend's around there, then. That's a secret. Seems like your friend's the one in charge. Not really.
We're all equal, but he's the one who makes the decisions.
Aran, that's not information you need to give them.
I felt like it. Don't tell me what to do. You don't like each other very much, huh?
You can tell they don't get along from even a cursory glance. Their friend probably acts as a mediator between them. This is why I hate clever people. Well, we shall be leaving now. Next time, I hope we can have a more productive conversation.
Who said you could leave?
Haha, you speak as though you can stop us. Care to test that theory? Ready when you are.
I'm sorry for any disrespect. I was honestly curious.
If you're going to apologize, why not tell us what you're doing and what this key is while you're at it?
Unfortunately, the others don't want that. We're going to leave now, but we'll tell you next time we meet.
Understood. Next time, drop the whole Mystique act. I've already got more than enough to think about.
Haha, I'll keep that in mind.
Are you really going to let them go, Your Highness? They'd be hard to stop. Plus, we don't know what kind of abilities their other friend has. No need to put ourselves in danger. Yet another dangerous faction to worry about. I'm leery about them as well, but they didn't seem outright hostile. Our next conversation with them won't drag on like this. Just in case, I'll keep more vigilant watch over our surroundings. Thank you.
All their talk about keys and stuff, they're so weird. It's a huge cliché. A single key that can unbind the world. It sounds, though, like something bad happened in the Far East, too.
Ugh, this really complicates things. I was already up to my neck in things to worry about. Now there are just too many variables.
As they say, when it rains, it pours. That's the first time you've ever seen him, though, right?
Yeah.
Think they're somehow related to the Emperor? Here and there were more surprises that His Great Majesty left for us, remember?
Still, it's a long shot. Actually, now that I think about it, in the last timeline, I heard something in Isola. The pirates there said their captain headed for the Far East. That's the only connection I can think of.
Pirates, as in President Rosana? Or Ricardo Calcia?
Ricardo.
Sounds like we definitely gotta go to Isola.
It would have been next on our destination list anyway.
They were kinda scary.
They used strange techniques that were making me dizzy. Was I the only one?
I too had a difficult time keeping up with them.
Those Far Easterners are nothing to be trifled with. They're no match for me, but they're quite strong.
You're the strongest in the world, huh, Count Oswald?
I wouldn't say that.
Strongest in the universe, then?
Gah, you're mocking me. They said they were the elect of the 4 heavenly beasts, meaning there are at least 4 of them. I hope they don't turn out to be our enemy.
I was surprised we speak the same language. Everyone in the world does. Weird, huh?
What's weird about that?
What's weird about people living super far away, speaking exactly the same language as us? Everything.
You think?
You'll see what I mean. There might be some difference in accent on other continents, but they still use the same language. That shouldn't be the case unless we're all somehow telepathically connected. It's like everyone grew up from a single root. We can talk about it later, but just keep in your mind for now. I agree that is quite strange.
The subject had never crossed my mind.
That's because people are so used to it. Only people like me who were plopped in a foreign world would think to question it.
Eh? You saying you're an alien?
I guess technically an ancient.
Really, are things a lot different now than they were then?
Completely. Some things were better, some worse.
Tell me stories about it later. Let's do the night watch together.
You actually believe what I said?
Whether it's true or not, you're gonna tell some great stories, right?
Yeah, that's true. They'll be a lot of fun.
And anyway, we're living in the same time period now. It's not like you're speaking from ancient times and I'm listening. The important thing is we're both here now.
This is why I like you. You really hit the nail on the head sometimes.
The Far East. Why is it suddenly appearing now, on this timeline? Is it a surprise from Cardis, like Astrid said? Does it have any connection to it? I have no idea what to think. The jerk. If you're going to show up in my dream, at least tell me about that sort of thing, rather than just mock me and leave. Didn't Larry say her ancestors came from the Far East? I wonder if she knows anything about the elect. I should ask her.
Now, what do we do now, Your Highness? The situation in the Wildlands seemed to have largely been resolved. We prevented the Calamity's appearance.
There may still be remnants of the Empire around. I'll need to talk with Durahan about them. He's going to have a hard time sorting everything out here. Are we headed back to the Citadel? We'll need a mode of transportation to get to Isola. Heading back and getting prepared is a good idea. I hope Rosanna can hold out until then.
We're heading out overseas? Sounds like we'll need a big boat.
Avalanche shipbuilding industry isn't exactly well developed.
How did you get there before?
We just used what we had. It was small and bounced a lot on the waves. Ram and Mikao got extremely seasick. Oh my god.
Let's take a big boat this time. I don't really get seasick, but we might have to fight Imperials as soon as we get off. It's best to let the knights rest while we go.
Good idea. I'll ask Charles about it. I forgot about that. It's a small rocky boat. Oh my. The Empire Curtis Dear mentioned Johan. Are you out there, Johan? Oh. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, he's in Gullis! Wow! Back then, I was like extremely shocked. I was freaking out, jumping around, like. When I saw that scene. Oh wow. You reflect on the world you want to create. I don't think we really need to check the end anymore. Like, actually. I'll do it anyway. Just in case. Plus, we get to see those cool scenes. No, 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 no.
I'm not gonna think about it. I'm pretty sure it was a different Helga and hard. Oh.
どう？
いや、まだその時ではない。
今この木を逃したら次はないかもしれないよ。
止めはせん。
じゃあ腕試しということで腕試しで済めばいいのだが。
無茶はするな。
機械よ。
Ooh. Sorry, I always go back to check. That's because of the previous difficulties had to make us do that. I think it was only normal though. Or was it also hard? I think it was hard difficulty too. Maybe. I'm just scared to miss something. At least we don't check back every 5 stages anymore. Here's the dun 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 type scene. Dang, I wonder what it would have been like if he was in. He'd probably be the high. No, not exactly seen Johan, but I don't know. I don't know if he was like still in Avalon. Probably Sierra's doing. I don't remember whose doing it was. Probably Sierra. Vivara 6, 7 is Valor Island. 6, 7. Ah. So yeah. How many? 10? And then how much is Isola? I gotta do two more regions tonight. At least one, but then we would have to do 4 tomorrow. I honestly might stay up all night to video this, and then I can start on recordings for War Tyrants and hopefully make it. Maybe. You made it onto the open seas. Thanks to I was not supposed to blah 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 blah. Did we read the Mario one? I think we did, but reflect on the world you want to create. Yeah, we did. Gomen nasai. Should we change? I'll change after the stage, maybe? Yeah, Walter.
邪魔者は入っ最速必ずや勝利を掴んでまいります。ごめん。
Hey, Ian, because we just saw him, so we ordered Ian. Where is he? Where are you, kiddo? I don't think he has his artifacts on, actually. He doesn't. I think Brandon might have it on. You know what? Let's do Brandon. We seriously don't have time to worry about this. Why not? Really? I see them? Yeah. I guess this team. I want to use my Dark Astrid, but then I want to change her artifact to something else. I mean, I guess we could bring her in with no artifacts, but... Oh, an Iceland territory composed of islands large and small. We got the Avalon. Oh, you can see everyone. Look, the Snyder's little shocked face. That's cute.
Oh, pirates already aboard.
Now that our mode of transportation more or less taken care of, our first goal is going to be helping Isola to drive out the Empire. We can't afford to lose them as allies. After that, I suppose we'll need to get more intelligence on those people from the Far East. I remember in my last life hearing about someone from Isola heading to the Far East. I think his name was Ricardo of Calcia, leader of the pirates. He may know something. There must at least be some connection there, and if we combine it with other clues we've seen, we may find something meaningful. Information is so important. I wonder when Mew will wake up. Are all these changes to the timeline causing the synchronization to take longer? I'm worried. Oh. Erg. Everything I ate earlier wants to come up.
Erk, Nig.
I hate boats.
This is a top-tier merchant vessel that Charles lent us. The ship's displacement is so high that the ship shouldn't rock at all. Mei-Ling even used the charm to prevent seasickness. If you're still seasick, I guess you two and boats just don't get along. Feel free to go inside and rest. Don't force yourself to be out here. I'm okay. I won't give in.
I shall conquer this seasickness.
You really don't have to. You two okay, Snyder and Mei-Ling?
This is my first sea journey, but I seem to be fine.
I too appear to be unaffected, even though I'm not used to life on a ship. How about you, Larry? Oh, we brought Larry, right? She came with us. Oh.
This is also my first time on a boat, but I feel fine. Something about this feels familiar.
I'm glad to hear that. The Wildlands don't exactly, have a lot of water, so I was worried.
I guess Dragonkin are just tough.
I'm not sure about that. It may just be thanks to our ancestors who crossed the oceans to get here.
What made you decide to come with us, Nick?
Here, let me pat you on the back a little. Grab hold of the boat's side. Just go inside. I came because nothing left to worry about. Darhan agreed to guard my people's graves. With that taken care of, I decided it might be worth following this person here. A decision I was very happy with. Thank you, Ray. I don't understand why you're thanking me.
You can stop slapping my back. It's so hard. It hurts.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know Fram and Mika are really struggling, but the one having the hardest time is...
Oh no, Oswald! I am Oswald, Count of the North. Seasickness is nothing. I can't handle.
I never expected someone as tough as the Count to get so seasick. Sick of the sea. I asked the spirits already to help him out.
I shall also cast another spell to help his mind at ease. I hope it can lessen the pain even a little. I'm sorry, I think Oswald being sick is so funny. Is no one really going to go inside and rest?
You all are really weird, although I guess it says something about me for deciding to come with you. Yo, decided to get some fresh air, Street Cat?
What do you mean, Street Cat?
And yeah, I really like the smell of the ocean air. Why'd you decide to come with us anyway? I was starting to get restless staying in the Citadel. Chasing the ferry round was fun and everything was good, but doing nothing for so long just got me feeling angsty. That's when I figured that coming along for the ride would be better, even if just to watch. I'll be honest, you're curious about how this will turn out. Well, seeing that I'll probably be around you all a lot, I thought maybe I should start being more part of the group. Why am I even saying this? Because you're actually becoming one of us weirdos. Anyway, everyone should start getting ready. I smell pirates. Pirates? Now that you mention it, there's a faint smell of iron and gunpowder coming far away. Whoa, you're right. I see a Jolly Roger over there. Too bad it doesn't have a straw. There's no way a straw hat on it. Anyway, Thar be pirates. Wait, that's One Piece. That's amazing. Lady Bertha, how'd you know? I refined my senses training at Sapa, and as a captain, I already had a highly refined sense of smell. Honestly, if I hadn't been napping in the third tower, I would have smelled you all coming. You're lucky you were sleeping then. Which is weird, because luck is supposed to be on my side. Or maybe it was, and that's why I'm here.
Mwahaha! I lead a huge merchant ship.
Now, we're the Goldbeard Pirates, the soon-to-be owners of your stuffed savvy. Now have it all. Right or not, merchants?
You're up, knights. Sailing crew, take shelter.
Huh?
Oh, I couldn't remember it.
共に参ろう。
仕留めよ。
これは気高き戦士の栄光ある戦いではない。呪われし者たちのあがきである。
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Get that one! She's stumbling around.
I may be sick, but I ain't about to lose to you guys. Is this your first time on the boat or something?
Go back. You're with the reinforcements on the way. Grr, where are you going? Are you so afraid of Oswald the...
Don't overdo it, Oswald. Astrid, you're up.
Tell me what's in that? Bessie scoundrels are. He's actually puking.
It's actually killing me. I did not remember Oswald getting this sick and puking on the boat. Imagine he pukes on one of the pirates while he's fighting. That'd be so funny.
It's like, ew, gross.
Time to stop playing around. Hey, bring out that thing we stole from the Imperials. Huh?
Huh? You know how to use it.
Of course not. But now it's a weapon.
What? That's one of the Empire's weapons. Why do the pirates have that?
Must be from the war being waged in Isla. The pirates hold on.
My dog. My dog.
There she is. The pirates here are sanctioned and recognized by Isla government. I bet they're fighting in the war alongside the army.
Oh, dang. It's just Max, no one's in it.
Or maybe someone is in it. I don't know.
喜んで手を貸そう。
Man, the boat is so pretty. Oh, she's so pretty. Bro, everything's so pretty.
Sorry.
ライトニングブレイク。
Lightning break.
Eek! Surrender! We surrender!
We're sorry. Oh, esteemed nobleman and noble woman.
Oh! I ought to smack you upside the...
Well, at least we were able to... Sorry. At least we were able to resolve this quickly. battle atop a ship is more difficult than I imagined. There isn't much I have yet to learn.
Okay, I'm calming down. You fought wonderfully, Sir Snyder. Your growth from day to day has been a sight to behold.
Thank you.
Now, I've got some questions for you. Oswald's gotta stop peering up. He's like, I can't with it right now.
Well, spare us our lives, and we will do anything.
What was the status of the war between Isola and the Empire? Then tell me about the captain of the Lados pirates, Ricardo of Calcia.
As you wish, I will tell you everything I know.
These guys really make it easy, don't they? I like them. Their wills are so weak. We didn't even threaten or torture them. It's a natural reaction to such a clear difference in power.
ロードの指揮のおかげです。
Just blame Oswald. I can't with him.
後方支援に徹します。
You made it onto the open seas thanks to the support from Rodon. However, some of the knights are starting to get sick.
歴史に深く関わるのは避けたかった。
Hold on. Still, mic's on, right? Oh, thank goodness. It would suck if it was. This is 74%. Wasn't it 100? Whoa, wait a minute. It was. Well, the tablet is heating up a little. I guess recording and gaming takes it out a bit. I'm using 2 tablets though, so I can keep switching so they don't overuse them.
So, remind me again why whose duty it was to attack Imperial supply ships, were outside your area of operations.
Eddie Bianca!
I came to relay new intelligence on the Empire's supply routes.
Isolate Fleet Commander Bianca.
And yet here I find the Lados pirates, the most central and elite of the sanctioned pirates, idling their time away, in a time of war no less.
Eek!
I've more than half a mind to revoke your sanctions and feed you to the fish. Consider carefully your answers to my questions.
Well, the thing is, Captain Ricardo's old cap was struck with the sea god's curse, and
The sea god's curse?
if we hadn't fled, we all would have been the merfolk's next meal.
What are you talking about? Tell me where Ricardo is.
Well, we don't know. We were raiding an Imperial ship when things started to go south, so we ran. Then suddenly a storm started brewing, and we heard the sea gods wail. Captain told us all to flee, so we did.
Okay, then tell me his general location, or at least give me a direction.
East, between here and the Silent Straits. He's not returned to Lados yet, which means he may still be roaming the sea. That's all I know.
Ag, what a mess. I warned Ricardo, and yet still he entered the sea god's territory. We'll need to deal with him under martial law, assuming if he's alive.
Flight Commander! An urgent vessel 22 nautical miles southwest of here. A merchant vessel of unknown origin engaged in battle with pirates and is now heading northward.
A merchant vessel of unknown origin who fought with the pirates. Sounds like the Empire. I'll have to deal with them before searching for Ricardo. Pull up the anchor. All ships set sail.
Yes, ma'am. All ships, prepare to set sail.
You come too. I'll decide what to do with you after seeing how you fight in battle. Don't forget that we're currently at war.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Arg! Why do we have to get caught by the 3rd Fleet Commander?
I hope you can understand what I'm saying with those voices. It's not to turn on the subtitles. Maybe on YouTube, maybe they understand.
聞いてもらおう。
どんな顔を見せてくれるのだ貴様らは。
Highness, look over there.
Is that an Iceland fleet? Great timing.
Except unidentified vessel, stop where you are. You've unlawfully entered Isola and are to submit yourselves for inspection. Should you resist, we will assume you are hostile and immediately commence to attack.
Now that she mentions it, we've never entered Isola with official permission.
We fought a lot last time, huh?
I hope this time would be different, but who knows if it will be.
Let's see how talking works this time. This is your final warning. Drop anchor and stop where you are.
Wait! I am Aero, Monarch of Avalon.
Avalon? The nation of the West?
I told Isola is currently at war with the Empire. The purpose of my visit is to meet with Madam President Rosanna and to forge an alliance with Isola. Would you be able to escort us?
Interesting. Is this going well? I hope that at least there are no misunderstandings. I've no way to verify your identity or to ascertain the origin of your ship.
Is the flag of Avalon we fly not proof enough?
The Empire has recently taken 2 such deceptive tactics as flying the Iceland flag on their ships. Only a fool would blindly take a single piece of cloth as disputable proof. Assuming for the moment that your claims are true, you've still committed a crime by ignoring diplomatic procedures and invading our territory. Looks like we're gonna be fighting this time too. At least she's a new character. I'm sure everyone wants to see what her skills are like. With Isola currently at war, I cannot turn a blind eye to your trespasses. All hands, prepare to board their ship. We will disarm them before meting out punishment.
This happens every time we come here.
She's overreacting. Why won't she just listen?
Well, they are at war. It's understandable if she's on edge. Be careful, knights, especially those who are unwell. Don't get hurt. Oh, a scene? The monarch's in front.
抵抗するなら制圧するのみだ。全員戦闘準備。
Why is she subtitled but not the elects? Literally, the elects are not subtitled, but she is, and it's the same difficulty mode. Okay, yep, that totally makes sense. Yes, very, totally makes sense.
Ugh, neutralizing the enemy and stopping there is hard. Saba's assassination techniques were made for this. You're doing good though. That move where you fell down and cut through the 4 soldiers' weapons was awesome. It looked like one of those special moves where you press A and B together. That was just me falling down. Oh. Anyway, back when we were Fangs of the Empire, I never got to fight you. You wanna spar with me later? What are the Fangs of the Empire? There's nothing like that in the Empire. It's like a bad pop group that has no chance of coming back. It's natural that you've never heard of them.
Crazy how Joshua actually has an idol outfit.
If you two have so much time to chat, go help the others. Mika's sweating bullets over there. Whoa, someone get him at a towel. His eyes are starting to look bloodshot. How can they be stopping us so easily? All while producing no casualties. How are they so strong?
Flight Commander, we're at a disadvantage.
Deploy the 3rd unit. I don't know why they're taking such care not to hurt us, but we need to understand just how powerful they are.
Understood.
They clearly aren't used to naval battle, and yet we're struggling against them. Who are they? Enough. Everyone, get out of the way.
Commander.
Why don't we stop here, Commander? Any further fighting would be meaningless. As I said before, Avalon only wants to forge an alliance with Isola. Regardless of who you are or where you're from, unauthorized entry into another country is an act of aggression. It is my duty to stop such acts. You adhere strictly to the rules, don't you? That's very commendable. What is your name?
Bianca Da Vinci, 3rd Fleet Commander and Assistant to the President of Isola.
Da Vinci? The same Da Vinci as Rosanna?
Yes, I am also the successor to the great household of Da Vinci.
I never knew that household had a successor. In that case, we won't hold back.
Proud warriors of Isola, do you plan only to show our foes your weakness? Fight to protect Isola's honor, to protect your honor. For Isola!
Unfortunately, I don't have a Bianca that's built, so I can't show you guys her ult. But, fortunately, someone released all ults and victory screens on YouTube, so go check that out. Hopefully that is still uploaded in the way future. Oh no, you never know, it could be taken down in 50 years or later. 80 years. This could be a 200-year video, but I'm pretty sure someone would take down my channel. By then. No, wait, I didn't want to beat her yet. Oh, shoot. Wait, I actually like her. Oh, no. Please don't die. Oh my gosh, yes, Walter, thank you. Did I show her skills? I don't know, but I don't care. There you go. I thought Walter was gonna actually kill her. Wait, actually, am I not out? Other than Aguilum. Yeah, other than Aguilum. Boop, boop. Hopefully Ondo won't kill her. There we go. Hey, we get to see some enemies live a little longer.
共に参ろう。
おばさんに一歩行きましょう。見えますよね。
喜んで手を貸そう。
There. For your honor.
全力で突破する。
We will go all out, Bianca.
申し訳ございません。棟梁。
Still not a single casualty. How can anyone be so well trained? Soldiers, do you have anything to say for yourselves? Do you think this situation is acceptable?
I'm sorry.
Never mind. I couldn't defeat them either, so I've no right to blame you.
No, it's our fault, Commander.
Nemesis, take care of any injured and stand by. Yes, Commander.
Bianca Da Vinci, the battle seems to be over.
I admit our defeat. We didn't even have time to fall back.
We've no intention of doing anything to your soldiers. I only hope that any misunderstandings have been resolved. I'm sure you noticed, but our knights did their best to keep casualties to a minimum. And here's my seal as a monarch. I don't know if it will serve as proof to you, but this is all we can do.
It appears to be genuine. I will treat you with the respect deserved of a monarch. However, the fact still remains that you unlawfully encroach on Isola's territory. I cannot pretend that those not pose a problem. I hope you understand this.
I do. But I hope you understand that Avalon did not encroach on Isola territory to cause a conflict or disturbance.
At this point in time, that is not something I can conclude.
What? What more do we have to do? Remember, you're the ones who picked a fight with us. Calm down, Fran. Bianca's not wrong. As a public official, she's right to be so cautious.
Still, it feels a little unfair, don't you think? We explained ourselves and the situation, but nothing changed in our attitude. Feels like we've just been wasting our time. Perhaps you should see the situation from my perspective, Lady Knight. As one in charge of keeping Isola safe, I've done only what's appropriate. Oh, you're talking to me? Really? Do you mind if I do the talking, Astrid? We already finished the battle. We don't need to continue it in our conversation. Heh, okay. I've got my sights set on her, though. She's gonna be fun to make fun of. What? Bianca da Vinci, I'd like to make a suggestion that will benefit us all. Would you like to hear it? Please speak. As I said, we want to ally ourselves with Isola in the fight against the Empire. Could you take us to President Rosanna? If you do, I will handle the rest from there. That does not assure the safety of Isola or the President. I need proof that Avalon has not joined forces with the Empire. We literally took out all the Imperial soldiers we've encountered on our way here. I am from one of the tribes of Arhia. These knights helped liberate the oppressed people of the Wildlands from the Empire's invasion. I am willing to bear witness of it. You may say that, but it does not give us anything we can directly confirm ourselves, does it? I think you failed one of those I'm not a robot tests. Well, there aren't any Imperial soldiers in this area, so... There's one way you can prove Avalon's intent. Would you be willing to do it? Let's hear what it is first. We are currently looking for the whereabouts of the captain of the Lados pirates. If you help with our search, I will reconsider your request. Captain of the Lados pirates. You mean Ricardo of Calcia? Oh, you know him? That is correct. What do you mean, reconsider? Learn to commit. Haven't you ever heard of give and take? I'm afraid this is a point on which I cannot yield, as even merely accompanying your forces presents a danger to our fleet.
Highness, she's only pretending to negotiate so she can use us for her own purposes. You need to be careful.
My conditions are all that I've stated. I will not ask for anything more.
We actually do need to make contact with Ricardo, so perhaps this is a good opportunity. Still, it's best not to ask about him right now. We accept the request, then negotiate more later. Understood. We'll accept your request.
Excellent. In that case, I will provide further instructions once we've organized our forces. Is this really okay, Highness? There are still those among us who still aren't in the greatest condition.
I pretended to be feeling fine earlier, but honestly this is rough.
Fleet Commander Bianca, do you happen to have any good methods to combat Siggy sickness? Even a temporary solution is okay, so long as it's not some form of training.
Let me bring them some pills.
Understood.
We have medicine for new recruits who struggle with seasickness. If you are not used to being on the ship, they may prove to be helpful. Sorry, but I'm going to have to take one first. They could be poison for all we know. Isola's Navy doesn't employ such cowardly tactics. Really? I'm a total coward. I thought we'd be able to become good friends. I trust you do not speak for all catkin. Well, you can tell I'm catkin. Very few people can identify catkin at first glance. Your target, Ricardo of Calcia, is half catkin. Did you not know that? Really? I mean, it's fine if you didn't know. His race isn't important. Anyway, we will determine our route once we are ready. Our fleet will protect you on both sides.
You can be honest and just say you're surrounding us. Knights, we best prepare ourselves too.
どうだ望み通りだろ
3, 2. It's still unclear what the current situation in Isola is like. If only there was someone who could tell you about it. It's probably almost 2 if it says 15 minutes. Whoa, I'm starting to feel better.
It's remarkable how a single pill can cure seasickness. I see why Isola's naval forces are so strong.
Those pills are only meant to slightly relieve a person's symptoms. Your bodies must react unusually well to medicine.
Oh dang, only slightly.
Perhaps it was a mistake giving it to you.
There's no need to be so on guard, Fleet Commander. If we were truly your enemy, we would be in a much different situation right now.
I understand it mentally, but holding on to my doubts until the very end is my duty.
Rosanna must value her if she made her an assistant.
Well, if you ever stabbed, at least it won't be in the back.
Erg! We took the same pills. Why only me?
Why don't you take that armor off and rest a bit? Oswald, don't force yourself. At least Fram and Mikhail are feeling better. Sorry for making you worry. I'm all good now.
Thank you for your concern, Your Highness.
Bianca, there's something I've been wondering. Is there a reason you need to locate Ricardo of Calcia?
I hate to admit it, but he plays a very important role in our war with the Empire. He was leading the pirates in an operation to block the enemy supply chain. With his whereabouts unknown, the pirates' solidarity is starting to weaken. The last I heard, he went missing when the Sea God appeared.
The Sea God?
An old Iceland legend speaks of a sovereign of the seas who rules the dark waters and sanctuary within.
And they didn't care to tell him where they're going.
I say legend, but Madam President Rosanna herself has verified its veracity, so you may assume it is real. Upsetting such a powerful entity plunges all of Isola into danger. That is why we must ascertain Ricardo's situation and rescue him as quickly as possible.
We didn't hear anything about this from the pirates we encountered coming here. Maybe they were from a different faction?
According to reports, Ricardo was struck by the Sea God's curse, a type of mark that leads merfolk to attack him wherever he goes.
Merfolk, oh. Okay.
All we can do is hope he's still alive. I personally do not like him, but we need a leader for the pirates. Worst case scenario, we offer him as a sacrifice to abate the Sea God's anger.
That's a disturbing thought.
You seem to be opening up to us, even telling us how you personally feel. Since we've agreed to work together, I need to provide you with at least a little information, even if I still have my doubts. I mentioned sacrificing Ricardo, so you'll know not to stop me. Right, and now we know exactly what kind of character you are.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Highness. We've discovered a pirate ship to the north. However, it's currently being attacked by something crawling out of the water.
That must be the merfolk. I never expected them to be here.
Let's go save that ship. Fleet Commander, can you order the fleet to sail ahead at full speed?
A pirate ship in these waters is very likely to be crewed by rogues and deserters. They'll do whatever they can to flee the minute they see Iceland ships. I would recommend, if I may, that we sail forward on this ship alone, with the Iceland fleet slowly falling far behind.
Understood. With you on the ship, I doubt we'll have any issues. Let's go with your suggestion. Everyone, get ready for the battle with the merfolk.
Hey, merfolk.
見えますよね。
私に任せろ。今告げるとしよう。光よ、ここにあれ。
Look at them! They're kind of funny looking. I remember what they look like, but it's so up close and you can see his tongue go bad.
Hard! Don't these slippery fish get tired?
We're in trouble now! How are there so many of them?
Hold out just a little longer. Reinforcements are here.
What?
Who are you? The ones who are gonna save your lives. None of them seem to have been seriously injured yet. Lady Charlotte, may I ask you to take care of the healing? You got it. I'll start healing everyone who needs it, so just send over anyone who's injured.
I'm healed. Mother, I don't want to be a pirate anymore.
Send the healed ones to me. I'd like to ask them a few questions.
Eric, 3rd Fleet Commander.
Where's my dog? Where did he go? Oh, I got my dog. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Where'd he go? Oh, she's coming back. She was drinking water. Hold on.
He's gonna want uppies.
Come here.
Okay, I'm back.
Sorry.
命は
Alright, drink some water.
必ず終わりを迎えるものですが、あなたたちの命の流れは今はまだ止めてはいけません。
Avalon's knights all seem to be strong, and strangely so. Compared to Lady Helga and Sir Walfer, they may actually be equal.
Fleet Commander, do your soldiers not need any further orders?
I already ordered them to be on watch for another merfolk attack. With the Knights of Avalon here, I get the feeling that regular soldiers would only get in the way if they were to join the fight.
Aha! A wise observation. This is the might of Avalon.
I wasn't talking about you. I shall look over the pirates under our protection. I leave the battle here to you and your knights.
Understood. You can count on us. Feeling any better, Oswald?
A little bit, but I'm still not fully recovered. You should know better than anyone that my sword techniques are normally stronger than this.
Well, now that things are winding down, come over here. We can't have you overexerting yourself and getting hurt.
Okay. Since I'm here, may I ask a question, Your Highness?
Ask away, Count.
It's about the fleet commander, Bianca. She is paying you the proper respects, but still has her guard up around us. Even now, she's mitigating the losses to her fleet, while pushing us forward, and still she doesn't trust us.
I've noticed. She's very cold and calculating.
Is it really okay for us to stay with them?
From their perspective, we're intruders who came to their land unlawfully. We need to be patient until we can gain their trust.
Oh, understood. But we needn't let them drag us around more than necessary. Sometimes being firm yields greater returns.
You needn't worry. I appreciate you always bringing these things up, though. You're very reliable.
No, I'm just a coward.
Awesome. Love the honesty. Oh, 59%. Oh, my tablet's fully gonna be charged eventually.
必ず終わりを迎えるものですが、あなたたちの命の流れは今はまだ止めてはいけません。
And I'm like switching between tablets, so one, they don't get overused, and two, like, I can continuously record. And that's that. I'm feeling like my normal self again. Great work, Knights. The merfolk have all retreated back into the water.
I'm impressed. That battle went smoothly.
Thank you so much. You saved us. Wait, is that Fleet Commander Bianca?
Looks like your eyes still work. Now identify yourself.
The name's Pippin, first officer of the Lotus Pirates, 5th vessel.
Lotus? How fortunate. Can I assume you know your captain's whereabouts?
Captain Ricardo was struck by the sea god's curse and...
We already know that. What I want to know is his exact location. If you can give me useful information, I won't ask why you're so far from your fleet. Otherwise, you will soon find yourself fighting on the front lines against the Empire. The choice is yours.
Yes, ma'am. But I really don't know where the captain is. When he did return to Lodos, we assumed he was still in the Silent Straits.
Useless. Namitz, send this one to the front lines.
Give me just a little time. I can tell you what I saw when I was with the captain.
Spit it out then. We don't have time.
It was 4 days ago.
We just pillaged an Imperial supply ship. We were celebrating when suddenly we were surrounded by clouds. A storm started raging, and I saw this giant shadow in the water. It looked like a serpent, but far too big for an earthly serpent. It must have been the sea god. We heard a loud cry that seemed to ring throughout the entire ocean, and before we knew it, merfolk were attacking from all sides. Well, chaos erupted, and everyone was running around, when suddenly the captain shouted for us to run away. Then he hopped into one of our fastest boats and charged straight for the Shin Straits.
Ricardo did that.
I don't know what's in the straits, but Cap got the sea god's attention real quick. Suddenly all the merfolk went after him and we got away. We all, every one of us, rode like we ain't never rode before and got away.
Huh. In short, you chased after an Imperial ship and ended up in the Sea God's territory.
No, I swear on my mother's name, we never went that far. We weren't even close to the border.
You're positive you'll be held accountable for those words?
Yes, it's something the captain took more seriously than all else. He always cautioned us to never enter the Sea God's territory.
When did the merfolk first appear around here?
We've been fighting them since yesterday afternoon.
Assuming the Sea God is still chasing Ricardo, there's a high probability that he's nearby.
That's everything we know.
Understood. I'll trust you this once.
Thank you.
Still, you must maintain your loyalty, don't you think?
What?
We're going to search for your captain. Prepare your ship and follow us.
Really? Thank you. We'll pull anchor right away. Oh, you scallywag. Raise the anchor and wipe the deck. We're off to find our captain.
At least Ricardo has the trust of his men. That was some valuable info we just received. Do you plan on searching for Ricardo around here? The chances are high that he's either around here or on the island of Saida nearby. Let us prepare quickly. I'll let you lead the way. Oh, I need to drink water. The pirate's voices ruins my throat. The knights have recovered from their seasickness thanks to Bianca, the commander of Isola's bird fleet, who also shared intel about Ricardo.
This place is crawling with merfolk too. Oh, are your assassin senses telling you that? No, it just smells like fish. A lot. I smell it too. It's a different smell from that of the ocean we passed through to here. It's damp and fishy.
I can sense a malice directed towards the ship. Prepare yourselves, everyone. All crew members, go inside if anything starts to happen. Knights, have your weapons at the ready.
Leave this to me. I shall watch for even the slightest movements in the water.
I will cover the storm. Shamaness, will you accompany me? Sure, the Dragonkin and Rabbitkin have long been known for being excellent partners.
Commander Bianca.
Yes.
We've only very limited information on the merfolk and the sea god. For the sake of a more fruitful partnership, would you mind sharing with us more details about them?
Okay, allow me to sum it up simply. To the southeast of Isola lie ancient ruins known as the Dark Water Sanctuary. Naturally, the ruins are underwater. They have long been regarded as off-limits to sailors. A giant entity known as the Sea God has protected the area for as long as we know.
Is that the giant serpents we heard about before?
You mustn't think of it as merely a large monster. It was once a revered god to those of the central continent in times long past.
Hence calling it the Sea God.
Yes, it was
It was thought to rule the waters and act as a sort of divine guardian for sailors. However, in recent times, it's become more like a tyrant of the seas. Isola designated the entire area around the dark waters as the sea god's domain, and has forbidden any from entering. Ricardo is well aware of the fact. Having been warned multiple times by both me and the president, he wouldn't have provoked the sea god without reason. Has the sea god ever gone outside of its territory? Not up until now.
Then something must have changed, or at least started to change.
Ugh.
あなたがもっと戦えます。
早く片付けてしまう。敵を撃つ力を。
Frozen with their tongues. Imagine you can get that as a plushie. They definitely designed the tongue to stick out of the plushie.
The merfolk's attacks are becoming more violent. Their numbers are increasing too.
Are you worried about Ricardo?
He at least doesn't seem to have been overtaken by the sea god or merfolk. If he had, the merfolk would have naturally dispersed by now.
So you believe in him?
Not exactly, but he has his uses. What he doesn't have is endless stamina, nor an infinite supply of food and water. If the battle has continued without ceasing, then so has his sailing. To think this has all started with a mission to plunder supply ships. I'd had a similar experience when I embarked on a scouting expedition with the Hightails, only for us to lose our way. We endured many hardships, Snyder. None of us were skilled at hunting, so once our rations were depleted, we were forced to live off of tree branches and leaves.
Wait, you ate the tree branch?
A branch!
That sounds rough. I used to eat a lot of wild plants when I was young too. As rangers, we were trained to ration our food well. Survival was one of our most important duties.
The people of the wildlands are no strangers to hunger and famine either. They're beginning to secure more farmland now, but won't reap the benefits of it for some time still.
Once we change the world, we'll need to make sure everyone has enough to eat.
昔を思い出すな。
The monarch is worried.
You know that I thought of a problem. I normally don't eat breakfast unless I'm going to work. I'm not going to work tomorrow, so I'm able to stay up all night if I can. So, what am I gonna have for breakfast? I normally just go and get something like banana bread and order it from like a store or something. But now what? The attack from the merfolk has shown their force to be reckoned with. The story about Ricardo and the sea god is strange. Will following the merfolk lead you to Ricardo? I guess I could make a sandwich, but like that's kind of weird to have for breakfast. I mean, it's something. I normally get like terrible headaches when I get hungry. I feel like I have to puke if I'm really, really hungry.
Well, that's really, 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 really hungry. Your Highness, a ship is approaching quickly from the north. It appears to be badly damaged, but still resembles a ship from the Lados pirates' fleet. There is a person standing on the bow, and judging from his ears, I believe he's Catkin.
That must be Ricardo. I knew he'd still be okay. Ranger of Avalon, are you sure the ship is approaching quickly and not drifting?
Yes, I don't know much about sailing, but I do know it is moving at great speed.
Does he still have that kind of strength?
Didn't you say he's been on the run for the last 4 days? Sounds like he's got a lot of endurance.
Yes, to an alarmingly strange degree.
Strange.
Well, let's make contact. I'm sure he needs our help. Before that, though, we'll need to do something about these merfolk.
あなたと僕が戦います
I can't wait to see Ricardo.
最速で終
I'm
わ
so
らせましょう
excited.
敵を
I
撃
was
つ
waiting
力
for
を
this moment to get to Valor Island. I'm so happy that Mailing and Snyder's with us too.
ライトニン
Get
グ
him, Walter.
ブレイク
There he is!
Oh, finally another ship. Sorry I couldn't keep you in better shape, Concord. Thanks for staying afloat. I don't know where that ship's from, but I'm gonna have to impose.
Eh?
悪いな、この船は俺様がいただくぜ。こっちだってちょっと余裕はなくてよ。魚人族から守ってやるから協力しろよ。
リカルド、
は？なんだ？なんでおめえが？
この状況が分かっていないのか。
That was pretty silly. Wait, you weren't coming to ask for help? You were coming to plunder our ship?
What's going on here? Bianca, explain.
Loudest pirate, Captain Ricardo, I'd like to remind anyone that I'm not trying to copy off of anyone's voices because I suck at voicing. I am just making the story more, yeah. My voices sound still similar to each other, though. Forget it.
Those are knights from Avalon. They say they're here to help Isola. This man here is...
We finally meet, Ricardo of Calcia. I am Arrow, Monarch of Avalon.
Huh? Monarch? Why?
Stop acting like a pirate. Show him some respect.
Hold on. Why are you here alone? You're not a hostage, are you?
I joined the ship's crew briefly of my own volition. The third fleet is waiting for us. Now, are you going to start acting civilized?
Haha, I haven't heard anything about reinforcements from Avalon. And if I haven't heard anything, you must not know anything either. Gotta admit, though, my interest is piqued. After all, you're not the type who'd just accept such a surprise without objection.
Don't talk about me like you know me. And do you think you and I are on the same level?
If I know you, you would have tested their strength already. And if they're here, it means you can vouch for them.
He's getting a lot of it right. Are you too close? Silence.
Haha! And looking at all of you, you don't strike me as just some rabble. You'd have to be pretty fierce to get Bianca to bow down to you.
I never bowed.
I know I shouldn't say this with the situation being what it is, but I just can't help myself. Let's fight! Come at me if you think you can take me.
He essentially ignored me, didn't he?
He did, even after hearing you're a monarch. Give me a minute, Highness. I'll go smash his nose in.
Oh, dang! Insolent fool! Prepare to taste the steel of Oswald, the golden lion of Avalon.
I'm sorry, he's always been like this.
It's alright. I didn't expect him to be normal. I can only imagine what you go through. Normal?
Don't get me started.
Oh my gosh. He's quite funny. This Ricardo, if I remember correctly, is a fire... Is he warrior? I'm pretty sure he's warrior. Let's see how long we can get him to live. Maybe he can be our first ult. I love players. Oh, wait, he's actually fast enough. We might actually see it. Let's go! We finally got to see a boss's ult because he was fast to nose. Okay, Brandon, your time to
亡者
shine.
たちはもはや生死に頓着などしない。故に貴様の生死を俺が決めてやろう。
Shifrid, your time to
この
shine.
一つ一つの雨粒に
It's a tag team.
さあ立ち上がるのです。
Whoa, I was not expecting that. What are you lot?
We're the Knights of Avalon. Now admit your defeat.
Yeah, okay. Congrats on defeating me after I've been fighting for 4 days straight without resting.
Let's fight again later then.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I've seen for myself that you lot are strong enough to get Bianca on your side. And defeat is defeat. You can do whatever you want now.
Ricardo of Calcia.
You said your name's Arrow. Yeah? What's Avalon's monarch doing all the way out in these parts?
It's too long of a story to tell here. Shall we talk along the way? If I'm not mistaken, we're still in mortal danger.
You're not exactly a normal one either, are ya? I bet you've talked to a lot of guys like me.
I don't know you well enough yet to confirm that. Regardless, shall we get going? I don't think we can save that ship.
Oh, Concord's been a good ship to me. She deserves better than to float until she sinks. I'd like to give her a proper burial at sea. Any of you got a fire?
I can be of help.
Oh, thanks. Dragon Kid?
Yes, that's right. Have you met other Dragon Kids before?
No, let's talk later. Anyway, thanks again.
Sure. She may have not been a living being, but spending so much time with you still makes her your companion. I will perform rites for her.
Oh, thanks. Rabbit Kid, what's with this group? And now a Cat Kid.
We got all kinds of...
What are you lot, like some international alliance or something?
Something like that.
As soon as we're done here, let's leave. I'm sure you've got a lot to talk about with Bianca. I'm having an information overlord here.
昔を思い出すな。
I forgot how rude he was at the beginning towards the monarch.
終わったら
Oh my gosh.
潤しに行く。
7675. Bianca shared more information about the sea god. Something terrible seems to be afoot. The attack for the merfolk has shown their force to be reckoned with. The story about Ricardo the sea god is strange. But following the merfolk leads to him. Shared intel about Ricardo? I think we read these. This one was... Yeah, okay.
私の仲間には
Making sure I was pressing the right
傷
stage.
一つさせませんから。
That stage was Ricardo boss.
Thanks for helping me move my stuff over.
Ah! I didn't read it! Wait!
Not that there was anything important.
What? You should have told us. We just did all that for nothing.
I didn't ask you to. You just did it on your own. You lot are kinda naive, aren't you?
You could use nice or kind. Is that an insult?
If you twist it to be one, maybe.
One thing's for sure. I ain't got a clue about who or what you are. Can I ask this monarch here about you lot helping Isola?
Pay him the proper respect. How many times must I tell you?
Until your patient wears fins and snaps. Never mind. It seems like it already has. Sorry. Your Great Highness Arrow, I am Ricardo of Calcia, lowly captain of the Lotus Pirates. It moves my humble heart to tears that you grace our seas with your presence.
May I ask what has allowed us this honor?
This miscreant.
We've heard Isola is fighting the Empire in an all-out war. As a proponent of freedom and peace, I oppose the Empire and have brought Avalon's Knights to offer support. In that case, may I inquire as to why you came to the Valor Islands rather than going to Isola directly? Partially due to a request from the 3rd Fleet Commander Bianca da Vinci, but also because I had reason to seek you out. What sort of reason would a monarch have to seek out a plebeian pirate such as me? The Far East. Oh, has news of my great journey in expanding the world's horizons already reached the Western continent? We've met several individuals from the Far East. Do you know about the elect of the 4 heavenly beasts? Ah, those guys. I had been wondering where they went off to. Ah, so you're the one who led them here. How could you tell? I'm impressed.
Ricardo Calcia, stop staining Isola's reputation.
Don't worry. Now that I've confirmed the visitors from the Far East are connected with Ricardo, let's discuss the urgent matters at hand.
Understood. Ricardo, what reason did you have for provoking the Sea God?
Let me set the record straight. I didn't go anywhere near the Dark Waters. Same with my crew.
Then tell us what happened before the Sea God showed up. This is important. Don't be flippant.
Yeah, okay. 4 days ago, we found an Imperial transport ship and started attacking it. They didn't have many soldiers, so it was an easy win. We got excited because there were a lot of weapons we'd never seen before. Suddenly, though, a huge Imperial ship appeared in front of us. They were firing with weapons we'd never seen, so we got out of there, taking a direction we knew would avoid the Sea God's domain. The Imperial ship didn't chase us, though. It just kept going straight.
Into the Sea God's territory.
Yeah, there was something off about them. They kept spouting out these disturbing energy waves. We weren't about to follow them in there, but we went ahead and sailed towards some nearby waters, and that's when it happened. A huge shockwave of arcane energy exploded from the Sea God's territory, and a terrible rainstorm hit and the Sea God showed up. After that, well, you know what happened. I ran and the Sea God and the merfolk followed. Honestly, if you came a day later, I don't know if I'd be here. Thanks for saving me, Bianca. Love ya.
Shut up. Anyway, it sounds like the Sea God's actions are related to that Imperial ship.
Agreed. The Empire previously made and actually used an arcane device that provoked the Calamity into awakening.
The Calamity?
Isn't that the monster that legends say destroyed humanity? The very same. The Empire woke the monster on the northern shores of Lumisade. The disturbing energy waves you felt were probably from that arcane device. I wouldn't have expected the Sea God to react to it, but if it did, perhaps the Empire is trying to make it to the next Calamity. This conversation moving a bit fast. It's normal if I can't keep up with it, right? Bianca seems to be having trouble too. Did I skip over too much?
Wait, you're saying the Empire woke the Sea God, hoping to provoke it into becoming the next Calamity?
Exactly. You summed up what I was trying to say.
And how much do you trust in this theory?
A lot. It's based entirely on our experience up to now. What on earth have you been through? This is getting interesting.
Highness, the merfolk smell is getting back again.
The water beneath us is pitch black.
Ugh, they're back. They don't know when to cut their losses.
Keep talking, Highness. Leave the fighting to us.
Don't let your guard down, knights. Oh shoot, I'm already yawning. No.
Go, Cypress.
必ず終わりを迎えるものです。あなたたちの命の流れは 今はまだ止
I
めては
can't
い
get
けません
tired. I have to stay up all night. Please.
命はいつか必ず終わりを迎えるものですあなたたちの命の流れは今はまだ止めて
I
はいけ
actually
ませ
hate
ん
the idea of staying up all night. I'd rather go to sleep, but I have no choice.
To summarize, the sea god was transformed into a calamity that will destroy everything.
There's too much evidence to believe it otherwise. Ricardo, you've come face to face with the sea god. What was it like? Picture a gigantic sea snake. Except this one can change the weathers and control the water. Sounds like a handful. You saw Guncord, right? All those holes were from streams of water that the thing kept shooting at us. Hiding in the water would definitely put us at a disadvantage.
Wait, you're fighting to fight it? You're thinking to fight it?
If we don't, Isola's navy won't be able to move. Isn't your navy your strength?
At present, we can't even calculate our chances of victory, and we may not need to fight it at all. I don't mean to remind you, but Isola is fighting against the Empire. It would be difficult to provide assistance.
You don't need to. Our knights can take care of it. Assuming we don't fight on the water, of course.
I am well aware that Avalon's knights are strong, but we are talking about fighting a sea god, essentially.
If we leave it alone, it will only grow stronger. That's what these calamities do. Now's our only chance to stop it. The Third Fleet doesn't need to join the fight. If you can give us information about an advantageous location to fight, we'll do the rest.
Well then, the Third Fleet and Ricardo Calcia will hereby take our leave.
Oh, come on, Bianca.
What?
I don't think being conservative is the right move here.
Are you willing to bear full responsibility for those words?
If we look at this in the long term, I think we can get a real win here.
Nonsense.
You okay with it, then?
Okay with what?
Like it or not, this fight's happening on our soil. You okay with watching Avalon fight it for us? I'm not. Where's your sense of patriotism?
What would a reckless, irresponsible pirate know about patriotism?
I love this country, just in my own way. I'm an Iceland through and through, born in Calcia. Not just a pirate, but an Iceland pirate. My entire life has been for Isola. You know me. Can you deny any of that?
We cannot use our forces against an unconfirmed threat. You know what Isola is facing right now.
All the more reason this is necessary. If we let this threat grow bigger, what do you think will happen to us? I could tell when I was fighting the Imperials that the fight was going to be long and rough. They're on a different level than the merchant ships and navies of other nations we fought. And I got a feeling that the sea god's gonna expand his territory. He's been out of his domain for a while and ain't going back anytime soon. If he gets to our waters, Isola's gonna sink. We're gonna have to fight off the sea god at some point. Period. End of story. You can decide to not let the Third Fleet join, but I'm gonna stay and take that monster down.
Oh, Ricardo's actually cool.
Commander Bianca, I personally advise you to retreat. I'm sure there are things you care about in Isola. You needn't force yourself to be here. Follow your conscience.
Allow me to give it more thought.
Don't think. You'll just get stuck in a spiral. One of your charms is your ability to make decisions.
Just shut up for a second.
命令を遂行してまいりました。
Got 4 more stages. Blah, 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 blah.
7. You finally found Ricardo, and after a minor misunderstanding, he agreed to come with you. He will be a valuable source of information.
後 報支援に徹します。
No. Trying to stay awake.
うん
I gotta stay awake. Gotta keep myself hyped.
I'm actually a bit hyped because it's Valor Islands and Isola. I've been waiting for this.
Lord Arrow, can we stop by somewhere real quick?
Do you have business?
It's the Lotus Pirates. They're a pretty tough lot. They might be able to help.
We actually encountered some of them along the way. Pippin, was it?
Pippin's alive. What a relief. That rascal ran away in a flash.
He's with the third fleet behind us. He got excited when we said we were coming to save you. You seem to have your men's trust.
They're not my men so much as my family. Isn't that what having a crew's about?
I agree.
You know, I don't get along so well with aristocrats and other highbrow types, but I can see you and I getting close.
I'm really interested in you too.
Oh, I didn't mean... You should know that I...
No, I didn't mean it like that either. I suppose I do say things in a way that's easy to misunderstand.
He does! He's done this before. That happens when a person tries to be genuine. I'm the same way. How about it then? Wanna be friends?
Sure.
Oh, wow!
I just overheard something that I shouldn't have. A monarch becoming friends with a lowly pirate. Why not?
I don't think your occupation has anything to do with who you can become friends with.
Huh, hear that?
Continuing to needlessly forge such friendships will unavoidably worsen my opinion of Avalon.
It's not needless. Friendships are relationships of trust, and forging a friendship is like declaring your intent to trust that person. Commander Bianca, would you also be my friend?
Oh! Humph, I pretend I didn't hear that.
Just go with it. When else are you and I gonna be friends with a monarch?
Quiet, you fool. The only reason you can spout such nonsense is because you needn't worry about your position or politics.
I guess I can't say that I don't worry about those things either. Anyway, do the Lotus Pirates have their own base, Ricardo?
We do, but it's a secret. The place I want to go is our emergency assembly spot. It's where they go when the captain's gone.
Oh. Understood. I'll let you take the wheel then.
There's no friction with you. It's great.
It's really funny. Hold on.
もう少し頑張りましょう。
嘆き苦しめ、もっとわめけ。
光と共に。
Alright, crew. The main mast is looking a little limp. Tighten her up and enjoy that breeze. Hey, fellow catkin.
It's Beretta.
Beretta. I'm Ricardo.
You're half. Which side?
Mother's. Been a long time since I met a pureblood.
Catkin aren't common to begin with.
True.
Oh.
Is it easier having 4 ears?
Oh, so she only has 2 because she's pure.
I don't know. Never really thought about it. Maybe I hear a little better than if I only had 2. You don't have anything to say, do you?
You don't seem to either.
I'm just in awe. What's your style? What's your fighting style?
Assassination, I guess.
You're an assassin. Wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, that makes it easier for me.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
It's very awkward.
Meat or fish?
Meat, I guess. You?
I can't choose. Both are so good.
Yeah, having both is the best.
You're trying to come up with something.
What are you doing? I've been watching and still can't tell.
Who are you?
Auntie Raymond, elf, ancient embodiment of love and loyalty, lover of all things retro.
How much of that is your first name and how much is your last name?
He's actually taking that as a full name.
Oh, I like that answer.
Are they getting along? This is way too silly. 34%! Oh my god. It's going way quicker than I thought. Hold on.
If it goes, I am at 20%, blah blah blah. And then I'll be like, no, is the recording messed up? But then I don't know it.
That my mic is messed up. I'm yapping. I'm trying to plug this in, and it's really dark in my house. Yes, I could turn on the light. But do I want to? No. I get migraines. The light is not my friend. Is it charging? It is. That's great to hear. Luckily, though, my tablet's probably charged by now. It charges faster than this one.
聞いてもらおう。
Lord Arrow. Commander Bianca? The Third Fleet of Isola, under the command of Bianca da Vinci, will hereby accompany you. Eh? Really? And you made a difficult decision. Understood. I suppose it's meaningless to ask if you're okay with this.
That's the way. I knew you weren't completely emotionless on the inside.
It's an entirely emotionless decision. I didn't say we would fight against the sea god. Eh? Ideally, no one will have to.
Huh? And yet you gave your crew orders to prepare for battle. Getting ready just in case?
The most foolish decision a commander can make is to ignore a potential threat. Your support has me feeling a lot better. Let's look for a location that would be advantageous to us.
Near the Silent Straits is an area full of rocks. The water is relatively shallow. Just a little deeper than the waterline of Isola ship. It gets a little deeper at high tide.
A place like that would restrict the sea god's movement. If we can get it out of the water, we'll have the advantage. Protecting our ships is the highest priority. We can't fight it without ground to stand on. Does it still look like the sea god is chasing us?
Not us, so much as me. The shamanist says I'm still cursed.
I decided not to lift the curse so that we could lure the sea god. It doesn't affect your mind or body. It's more like a location marker.
Can't say I like it, but if I gotta sacrifice myself for my country, then I'd say bring it on.
For a pirate, he sure is a patriot.
That's just for show.
But he also led the sea god and the merfolk away to save his crew, and that were 4 whole days. Would you be able to do that count, Oswald?
If the situation called for it, I could.
That's right, because you're brave.
One of these days I'll show you what real bravery looks like.
Knights of Avalon and brave warriors of Isola. Once we're joined by the Lotus Pirates and all preparations are complete, we'll head for the Silent Straits. Whew. Water.
Uh, 7, 8? Oh, then 7. There seems to be no end to the merfolk's assault. Clearly they are somehow related to the sea god's curses. Yes.
What time is it? What time is it?
Here it is. Here it is. The Lotus Pirates assembly spot. Assuming nothing happened, everyone should be here. Ugh, now I'm going to have to find a new assembly spot once this is over.
Are those official Iceland rations and munitions I see, or do my eyes deceive me? Explain yourself, Ricardo.
Those are supplies from ships that sink in our fight against the Empire. We recovered them. Turns out most were packed watertight and were still usable. It's great.
It's against military law to keep them, you knave. Even if what you say is true, you're legally required to return them.
We're at war right now. How can you expect us to transport all this? And sanctioned pirates might be different from the Navy, but broadly speaking, we're still Iceland. Try being flexible for once.
Some consideration can be taken, but the rules and the rule. So I'll be looking into this more once the situation settles.
Sure, go wild. I ain't done nothing wrong.
Oh my god.
あなたはもっと戦います
Yeah, they are in war. I think if it really was exploding, I think it's fine. Especially if they're in war and they're trying to help out. They need rations. Although I could be wrong. Could be just saying that because he's one of my favorites.
Captain Ricardo.
Hey, it's the Dragonkin warrior.
Our conversation was cut short last time.
Still wondering how I knew you were Dragonkin.
It's not easy to identify us even with our unique physical features. You've clearly met other Dragonkin before, right?
Yeah, in the Far East.
The Far East.
I don't know the details, but the Dragonkin out here in the West migrated from the Far East long ago, right? In which case, you'd all be related.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
The Dragonkin of the Wildlands. All of them perished except for me.
Oh, he looks really shocked. Oh, I don't know if there's anything I can do. Hang in there. You're still alive at least, which means there's someone left to remember them.
Heh, that's strangely comforting.
Yeah, I'm not really good at this.
Several years ago, a mysterious virus spread throughout our tribe. The elders said we lost the protection of our ancestors. We're the Dragonkin you saw in the Far East, safe.
Well, they didn't look sick. I met a few of them, and they were all healthy.
Then it must have only affected the Forsaken Dragonkin.
Oh.
I tried to put it delicately by saying they migrated, but it seems you already knew the truth.
So he knew.
The Dragonkin in the Far East called you Forsaken, too.
That was our legend. That's what our legends and traditions state. We grew up learning about it.
Seems like a dark history to be teaching children, don't you think?
You need to know about the past to be able to see the future. Don't you agree, Arrow?
Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
I started this conversation near you on purpose. It looked like the subject was weighing on your mind before.
Oh, did it? Sorry.
You're always apologizing. I don't understand what you're so sorry for.
You know, there are things I've heard from the other Dragonkin, but I don't know if they match what you know.
Long ago, our ancestors lived in the Far East. There were several different factions of Dragonkin that maintained an alliance as they served the Archdragon. However, our ancestors became intoxicated by their own power. Until one day they staged an insurrection against their father, the Archdragon, who had only ever loved them. In the Archdragon's wrath, he banished them and my ancestors became a nomadic people without a land. They did not choose to come all the way here to the far west. It was the only place they could come. That's why we called ourselves descendants of the Forsaken Dragonkin, although it's half in jest.
That about matches what I heard. I know I said this earlier, but how did that story get passed down through the ages? I don't get how that's possible.
It's because we have a duty to perform. There's something our tribe elders always told us.
If anyone from our tribe ever reached the Far East, we were to find the Archdragon and ask for forgiveness. Oh.
That's weird too. Insurrection or not, it's ancient history. Why would someone who did nothing wrong apologize? Because they happen to be born to a certain tribe?
I understand what you mean. Sins are transmitted through bloodlines. Oh, aren't. And it'd be sad if you were guilty just for being born. But the ones who can give a proper apology have already returned to the wind. It's sad for the people who was wronged to never receive an apology. That is why we descendants are the only ones who can apologize. We're the only ones who are qualified.
It makes sense in some ways, but it's still a little weird. Not that I'm trying to insult your lot's way of life. Understanding others just takes time.
Thank you for trying to understand.
I never met the Archdragon, but the Dragonkin didn't seem to think much about all that happened. The only ones who talked about the past were historians.
Never met the Archdragon. That doesn't surprise me. There aren't many people who can remember those who departed.
If everything here works out, it sounds like maybe you should take a trip to the Far East too.
Yes, I believe that's the reason I survived.
I was thinking to go again anyway, so I'll let you know when I do.
Please do. It'll help me fulfill my people's wishes.
That's just another reason we gotta survive this.
The same goes for you, Arrow. You're responsible for bringing me along, after all.
I'd be more than happy to accompany you.
Ah, that was Wave 1 talking? Oh my gosh.
But if you want further information about the Archdragon, go to Forbidden Tower. There's a certain character. It doesn't drop lore, but it does drop some character thinking about that Archdragon, what she thinks. But yeah, Forbidden Tower. Search that out.
早く片付けてしまう。おとなしくしている。
I don't exactly remember which chapter, so I can't help you with that one. Or stage. I just know I remember it's in the Forbidden Tower.
私がいる限り誰一人として見捨てるつもりはありません。
はっ
Boy, you scallywags! Don't you even recognize your captain?
Captain Ricardo. Cap's back. I knew you'd survive.
Oh, you think I just disappear and leave you lot behind? I ain't no good for no one.
Shoot, I think old Cap's gonna outlive the ocean itself. Ha!
She's still as unruly as ever, I see.
Pirates ain't pirates for nothing. It's definitely the life for me.
The song.
Captain, all last pirates save for the fifth vessel are here and accounted for.
Hey, Morgan. Mighty fine reporting as always.
Are you back because you slayed the sea god?
You got water between your ears. What do you think I am? No one can take the sea god down alone. I set sail and ran. It's really late at night, so I yawned.
I assume so, but I was still curious. The monster isn't something humans can defeat. So what are we gonna do now?
We're gonna go take down the sea god.
Huh?
It won't be just us. The other in our favor. And we've got these folks. I'm Era, Monarch of Avalon, and these are Avalon's knights.
Who? Hi there.
Show some respect to Bianca the third fleet commander.
Are you insane, Captain?
What? Yep, we're gonna be taking down the sea god together with Isola and Avalon. No one under the flag of the brave Lotos pirates is gonna chicken out, right?
What you've gotten us into?
Tell me, why do any of you lot become pirates? Was it not to be free and to sail the boundless seas?
If you want to keep living this life, we gotta get rid of the sea god. That monster's gonna go around tearing up the waters, and we'll bury us under them if we do nothing. We might be lowly pirates, but we can't stand by while someone tries to rob us of our freedom.
Ah, the curses of the yawn.
Or are you too scared?
Of course not.
Are you too scared, you scallywags?
Just, of course not.
Then get ready! We ain't the only ones fighting, but let's show 'em what the Lattice Pirates are made of.
Captain's orders. All ships, all crew, prepare for battle.
I can now understand why he and his crew were officially sanctioned.
We should talk strategy. We need to use our resources effectively.
How's the Third Fleet morale?
Always at its highest. It goes without saying.
Good. Avalon's Knights are also ready.
Morale is extremely
結果は
important.
すでに出ていると言ったはずだ。
We got 2 more stages.
終わった
Yeah,
ら
2
喉を
more. 8? Bianca agreed to join forces. She will prove to be a reliable ally. All that's left now is the final showdown with the sea god. I really don't want to stay up all night. Ugh.
今日も雨が降りそうですね。
I didn't even started recording until last minute to record everything. I actually started right during the month they mentioned inevitable EOS.
あなたはもっと戦います。
Ugh.
最速で終わらせましょう。おとなしくしていたまえ。
Oh, where are you?
Oh, up ahead is Avalon Citadel. And when night falls, we'll use a concealment spell and enter undetected.
Okay, but I'm still lost. Can you explain everything to me again?
Make sure to listen this time. In the revelation, there are 5 candidates who can be the key. We've met 2 of them so far. Each was of differing quality, but both passed the test. Haha! Those 2 were interesting, similar and yet different. Of those 3 others, we've confirmed 2 died on the same day 5 years ago.
2 of them. Oh.
That only leaves 1 more.
But before moving on to number 3, we need a final evaluation of the candidate we met in the Wildlands, which has brought us here. This won't take long, will it? Be patient. If we continue on the path, we will eventually reach our destination. Eventually? I hate that word. Can you give us a more specific estimate? A path is made by walking on it. We won't know until we try, and trying is all we can do. You're so annoying.
Relax, we're not in a hurry.
And why aren't we? Don't you want to go back?
Not really. There's nothing fun to do other than deal with those assassins the Empress sends.
Have there been many of those lately? Ola?
Yeah, it's almost a monthly event. I still don't know where he gets so many expendables.
Perhaps you should simply learn to behave. Why bring more trouble on yourself?
Maybe I should put my blade in your gut. That'd get rid of one of my troubles.
Stop. You too, Ian. Haha. I'm going to have to keep you 2 separated. Surround yourself with the virtuous, that you may become upright, and yet here I am, stuck with you 2.
ライトニングブレイク
That wraps up the matter of the Varya tribe's exchanges with Netotop. Intruders. Miss Kane seems to be asleep. I better investigate.
Yeah, you sure this is the place, Barrio?
According to the Mirror of Karma, this is where the candidate stayed. He was quite the interesting one, seemed to know a lot. Hide your presence, we are not here to stir up trouble. Spread out and investigate and meet back in half an hour.
What are we looking for?
Anything that can support his candidacy to be the key. And objects with which he has a deep connection are better, as we can see deeper into them using the Mirror of Karma.
Should we go through his closet? I'm starting to feel like a thief. Anyway, understood.
There's something about this place. I'm feeling an unusual aura. Oh, the air has become heavy. I don't recognize those clothes. Are you three from the Far East?
Oh, you're in trouble. Oh, he knows, actually.
What?
When did he... How'd you appear here without a sound? Are you a sorcerer? I may know a few spells. This place is off limits to outsiders. I ask that you immediately remove yourselves.
I was not expecting that we'd get caught so quickly. This place is better protected than I thought.
We are only searching for information about the lord of this castle. We know ill will and would prefer to avoid battle.
That sounds really bad. It sounds like they're spies. Wait a minute, that is unreasonable.
You also know manners, apparently. As the one responsible for the Citadel, I'm not particularly pleased with your brazenness. You must be the visitors from the Far East that His Highness mentioned. You are searching for a key, are you not? We are. Words travel fast. Can't we just take him out and talk later? I prefer to send all of you away. Miss Kane, I am going to borrow a little of your power. Huh? What are you?
Huh?
You too.
Ah!
Aran, Ian! You resisted it. Interesting. You appear to have a powerful arcane artifact. What did you do to them? I sent them back to whence they came, using the protective magic of the Citadel. Far enough that they won't be back. I estimate they're somewhere in the central continent. How is that possible? Who are you? Haha, I am but Avalon's lowly administrator. The power itself does not come from me. You at least seem more willing to converse than the others. Shall we talk a bit? I would like to know what your purpose is in searching for this key, and I'm curious about your identity and general threat level. If you wanted to talk, why not say so before sending the others away? Do you not think it's better to talk without violent individuals at the table? Oh. Are they at least safe? I do not know. However, I will send them to you once we are finished here. Can you use this ability on yourself? I don't need to answer that, but for now, all I say is no. As I said, this power is not mine. Its influence on the outside has limits, but within Avalon, it is absolute. That is why you must exhibit the proper manners if you ever return here. Understood.
Oh, oh my god. Reen's really cool. Kane is too.
Sagare. Soratsu. Burst!
Northern Ikana Isola?
Fish. Curses.
Oh, it's all the way in Isola. Yeah.
Got you too, eh? This place is familiar.
We're in Isola. This is where the collaborator brought us.
Oh yeah, it's even more of a mess than before. The war's gotten worse.
Where's Buryu?
Don't know. Perhaps the mirror protected him from that spell.
That man we saw was no ordinary person.
Faryu's in danger. Actually, he's not. He's not even gonna hurt him. Unless he does something unnecessary.
There's nothing we can do about it. We shouldn't have forced that plan on us without looking more into Avalon's defenses.
Stop talking like you weren't part of it. You are happy to go along with it. Without Buryu, we can't really we can't really continue the mission. And I don't trust you to begin with. Ugh.
Oh, let us wait for now. If Buryu makes it here on his own, I promise to be amendable for a week.
Tish, of all the people it gets stuck with, I can't say I'm happy about this.
Nor am I. This is a battlefield, though. And I'd rather...
Ah! Hold on, the noise is so loud.
Sorry. Nor am I. This place is a battlefild, though, and I'd rather not get involved. So let's lay low.
The sound button was like on my tablet stand, and I was trying to plug in the charger, and then I guess I pushed down and yeah, got blasted by sound. As you saw the bar go up on the top. Time passes. Oh, Buryu!
Hey, look, I made it.
Are you okay, Buryu?
You're safe. Good. Is this Isola?
Yeah, that guy's something else, sending us an entire continent away.
He kept saying it wasn't his power that he was using. Regardless, I'm happy to be with you again. We need to rethink our plan.
What happened after we got sent here?
He and I talked. He didn't entirely understand our goals, but his reaction also wasn't as hostile as I expected. Did you get anything from him? He was careful not to give away anything about our candidate. But from what we discussed, there are some inferences we can make. Good, now hurry up and talk. I'm curious.
They have no shame. Even Buryu. We're just here to get information on our key. Dude, they're trespassing. Nah, well, I mean, the Monarch did the same in Isola. You met Ricardo's fellow pirates and got an idea as to why they follow him. And the boss.
私の仲間には傷一つつけさせませんから。
I want it. 311. What date?
Welcome everyone to the Silent Straits. The seabed here is covered in rocks, which should protect us from getting attacked from below.
I hope the sea god's still following us.
You needn't worry about that. I feel a very large presence closing in on this location.
That's reassuring. Mei Ling, thank you. I suppose all that's left for us is to wait.
We're gonna have to get rid of the merfolk, or else the smell is gonna kill me before the sea god even gets here. They're under the controlling influence of the sea god. Without it, they would have continued living their lives in peace.
Not exactly. They're hostile to begin with, and there have been numerous merfolk attacks on our citizens.
That too is for the balance. We mustn't think from only one side's perspective.
There are too many aspects to consider when approaching the matter philosophically. However, your words are something I will personally ponder more.
Shamaness, you can speak more freely with Bianca. She is many years younger.
I speak the same way with all, regardless of age. What I'm more curious about is whether you can really guess a Rabican's age.
To a degree, I'm good mates with another Rabican.
I see. Then how old would you say I am?
I'd say at least around...
Age doesn't matter.
Arrgh, I really wanted to know. Bianca!
Maybe to you, but it's a big deal over in the Far East.
Merfolk incoming!
Dang it.
Now we'll never know. Well, from what we've seen in the War of Times with Lumi, which was 50 years ago from the second, we know she was back then 50 years ago. Right? We've seen her with Lumi. I don't remember which mailing though. It could be different. I don't know. Probably fire mailing.
あちらへ。
私が向かおう。
Oh. He's definitely gotta be older than 50 years.
ライトニングブレイク。
I want to say 100 and something. Or maybe 200 like Rosanna.
I can feel the sea god's presence nearby, my liege.
Commander Bianca, there are still ships that haven't reached the reef.
Third Fleet, entering the reef is your priority. Send a signal to Zeppeli.
Phew, I'm starting to get nervous at the thought of seeing that monster again.
Is the great captain of the Lados pirates scared?
Ha! I'm just debating how about to slice that giant fish up so we can serve him for breakfast. Lados pirates, ready yourselves for a feast.
A feast. Knights, remember that safety is your first priority. Oh. That's the noise that they make. That's kind of cute noise.
Oh, dang.
My gosh. That's a sea god. Be on your guard.
Get ready, everyone.
That thing's huge, as big as the other huge monster.
Now that you're over your seasickness, show us what you can do.
I will. Get behind me if you get in trouble.
I can feel it, the power that transformed the sea god into a calamity. Were you able to discern anything else, Lady Mailing? Chaos, twisted magic, desperate energies. The sea god transformation began long ago. The cannon had already been loaded. The Empire's technology merely pulled the trigger.
You're saying the seed for this was planted long ago?
Yes, I do not know when it started, but the source is deeply rooted, so deep that I cannot look upon it. Is there no way to reverse it, Shamaness? The transformation has progressed to an extreme degree. I can still sense the sea god's soul, albeit only weakly. What we're looking at right now is a being controlled by its instinct for destruction.
Ugh, they're just saying we can just fight it like we were already planning to.
It is the only way to save it from corruption. I will keep a close eye on its soul. The rest is up to you, Arrow.
Understood. Knights, fight with everything you've got. Oh my gosh, so many skills like always. Kinda looks bigger in this screen. Or maybe it's just because I'm playing on a bigger tablet right now. I normally play on a mini tablet. This bigger one's not mine, someone's just letting me borrow it. Very grateful for that too. He's not gonna be able to one-shot that.
最速で終わらせましょう。おとなしくしていたの。
See, we're good. Oh, jeez. I want to see his attacks. Is it becoming more powerful in its powerful form? Yeah. I don't know if its skills change, so I'll just show it again. This thing is so big.
この一つ一つの雨粒に命が宿っているんです。さあ、立ち上がるのです。
Trying to let you get a feel of how powerful this monster was. As you saw, I only was able to beat it, but not 3-star it. It's just my team's not good enough to beat a nightmare mode, so it doesn't seem that powerful. But it was powerful. I think it's time to use a powerful. There you go, I'll win. I just wanted to see its attacks.
Wahaha! We won! We've defeated the Seagon!
Captain, we did it! You saw all of my men fighting until the very end, right?
They did great! I'm proud of our bravery.
Why are you all so proud? We're the ones who did most of the fighting.
Let it be. This probably isn't something they're used to. Starfleet, give me a status report. The Zeppelin was wrecked, but all crew members safely escaped. Other ships were damaged. 38 men were injured, and 7 others were badly injured. Avalon Spirit Mentor is healing them now, and all are expected to recover.
How many did we lose?
None. All crew members survived.
Not a single casualty?
There were many close calls, but Avalon's Knights help us avert tragedy. It hurts my pride to say this, but without them, we would have fared much worse.
Now can you trust us? You fought well, Knights. Thank you for all staying safe.
Mwahaha! You saw me in battle, right? I was dashing around like lightning. I even kept Charlotte safe.
I saw. I was impressed by your sacrifice, Oswald. You should probably wipe that blood off you.
When did I get hit there?
How's it feel? How does what feel? How's it feel to fight to protect someone else? You must have felt, it's fighting the monster in the Misari too. I was fighting for my own survival. Really? Then why'd you protect those soldiers and pirates that ain't got nothing to do with us? I saw all from the air. I hurt a lot of people in my life, and I just wondered what it'd be like to save people instead. Nothing more. Exactly. So how did that feel?
Your tale doesn't lie, but... Now you know what living a different life is like, Beretta. Thank you for trusting me and taking the first step.
Don't treat me like I'm suddenly a good person. I don't think this will wash away the sins I've committed. I doubt I'll ever walk again with my head held high.
No matter how you walk, I hope you'll keep walking this path with us.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Lord Arrow.
It's okay. How can I help you?
As a commander of the Third Fleet, I would like to apologize for the caution and suspicion I have held against Avalon.
Nope, it's understandable. You're under war after all. I accept your apology. Don't throw that caution to the wind just yet.
What do you mean?
Such a cautious approach is something Isola needs. Even if we've now gained some amount of your trust, people like you are still needed. If you trust others too willingly, like I do, the people around you could get hurt.
Oh. You're saying that makes me want to trust you a bit more. As a successor to Isola and emergency proxy for Rosanna da Vinci, I hereby grant Avalon's nice permission to enter our nation.
No way. Does this mean we're no longer invaders?
It does. However, the alliance you mentioned previously is not something I can decide by myself. Madam President will need to meet you.
I understand. Can we now head to Isola proper?
Once we finish cleaning up here, we will resume our voyage as quickly as possible.
I hope the fight against the Empire hasn't taken a turn for the worst.
Your Highness,
Mikhail?
this isn't exactly related, but you may wish to know that the pirates are leaving.
Ricardo, where do you think you're going?
Ah, with another victory under our belt, the Lotus pirates are returning to duty.
What? You're going to attack the Empire now?
The Empire's probably been sending more supplies to their troops this whole time. We can't have that.
Look at your ship. It's taking on water.
We can repair it as we go. Don't you know how many gifted engineers we got in our crew?
But, you're an idiot. Fulfilling your duty is important, but you also need to prepare properly before going to battle. If you go now, you'll all be fish food by tomorrow. Maintaining your ability to fight requires proper rest. You must pace yourselves.
You heard her, Captain.
Fish, what's with her?
He's speaking the truth. We all just barely made it out of that battle with our lives. Everyone's tired.
I see. I must be the only one brimming with energy.
Ricardo Lotus Pirates, come back here.
Are you ordering us back as Third Fleet Commander and proxy for the President?
I'm asking you as a comrade in arms.
Oh! Ha 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 ha! Hear that, everyone? The always uptight Third Fleet Commander calls us comrades in arms.
Stop laughing, you dolt.
Alright, my brothers, let's turn this ship around. Sorry for making you go back and forth.
Oh no, it's Buffer.
責任を果たしたか
Oh my gosh, that took forever. I might just have to stay up late at night if it took that long, especially because of Ghost and Ghost East. And then I still have Isola to do. There's just so much to do. What could the warriors from the Far East be plotting? Unfortunately, there are more pressing matters at hand. Time to head to the Ice Silent Strait. Not only that, I still have Jackie and them. Also, I don't know if...
There's no point in telling you guys.
All this worry is for only me. In the future, this wouldn't even matter. Okay. Well, I am gonna video right after this video. I'm just gonna take a quick snack break because I'm hungry and it's 3:26. Yeah. So, be right back. We're gonna do Isola next. Oh, wait. We didn't check. There's no point, but we're getting to the end regions anyway, so might as well.
Traveling again today. It's everything we had or
Their noises are kind of cute. Oh, it broke a ship. I didn't even see that.
Yep, we're good. Okay. Well, I'll be right back after my little snack break. See you soon.